Volvo's made no secret of its intention of going fully electric by 2030. The company started with the XC40 Recharge EV SUV, which it debuted in 2019. The company also worked with the Geely Corporation to develop both the Polestar and Polestar 2 performance EV hatchback. And in early 2022, Volvo will be coming out with a coupe version of the XC40 Recharge, dubbed simply the C40 Recharge. The C40 looks a lot like the XC40 because it basically is an XC40, except that it stands about 3 inches shorter, has a sleeker look and a more curved trunk line, as opposed to the XC40's blockier back end. The C40 and the XC40, and heck, even the Polestar 2 are all built on the same EV platform from Volvo, which means that they all have a lot of the same drive characteristics. In fact, the XC40 and C40 have basically the identical powertrain. They both run a 78 kilowatt hour battery, though 75 kilowatt hours is what you can actually use. They both have a 0 to 60 time of 4.7 seconds, a range of 210 miles, and that translates into 402 horsepower and about 482 feet-pound of torque. So while it only has 210 miles of range, that's not that bad. Obviously, it can't quite compete with the Model Y long range, but at this point, nothing really can. But you know what? You're not going on multi-day, multi-state trips anymore. Nobody drives across country unless they're moving somewhere. No, the majority of your commute, the majority of everybody's commute, is about 26 miles long, and you're going to be averaging about 30 miles an hour. This car is built for traffic. It's built for city driving. Volvo has yet to officially announce its MSRP for the C40 Recharge, so it'll be interesting to see how it might compare to its expected competition, assuming the C40 ends up being priced roughly around $54,000, similar to what its XC predecessor is. For example, you've got the Model Y long range from Tesla, that starts from $52,490 and gets 100 miles plus more distance using an equivalently sized battery pack. The Audi Q4 e-tron, on the other hand, manages to achieve the same range on a surprisingly tiny 52 kilowatt hour pack, though to be fair, its 0 to 60 is 9 seconds flat, and the Q4 e-tron is currently only available for sale in Europe. Then you got the Volkswagen's ID4, which starts at a scant $40,000 and boasts 50 miles more range, but in my opinion at least, doesn't offer quite the same level of refinement that I saw in the C40 Recharge today. So it's got a 78 kilowatt hour battery and can charge it up to 150 kilowatts on a level 3 charger under ideal conditions, which will put you at between 0 and 10% up to about 80% in just 40 minutes. However, really a lot of your charging is going to be done at home. Volvo offers an installation service for wall chargers, so you can get one when you get your car, and you're not going to have to worry about spending 30-40 minutes sitting in a random parking lot while your car's sucking down juice from a Charge Across America station. Instead, they're going to be designed more for topping off your vehicle so that you can get home, plug it into your own wall charger, and do it overnight, just like a cell phone. But beyond being level 3 compatible, it can also do 220 volt and 110 volt. 220 volt will take you a couple of hours, basically overnight. And Volvo is asking me to refer to 110 volt charging, not as charging, but as topping off. You plug this car into your regular 110 volt outlet, it's gonna take you a day or two. You better not have anywhere to go. And like the XC40, the C40 has motors on both the front and rear axles, so you've got automatic 4-wheel drive. The first thing you'll notice when you get into the C40 Recharge is its minimalist nature. There's not a whole lot of buttons and knobs to push or turn. The center console is dominated by, of course, the infotainment system, which is running Android Auto built in. That means you don't actually have to have your phone with you. The system will automatically recognize you as you get into the car based off of your user profile and will automatically adjust all of the settings to just the way you like them, from your seat to the climate control to navigation, the whole spiel. That's all you got to do. Android Auto differs from the normal screen mirroring that you're used to in that it is baked into the car itself. You don't actually need your phone in order to operate it. You'll notice that there's not a whole lot to push in here. Everything is mostly run through the center console, which is operating a Android Auto display. The most essential buttons, the hazards, front and rear defrost, and audio controls, are all actual physical buttons, which, thank goodness for that, you won't have to actually look off the road when you need to touch them. Or you can use Android Assistant, which will control most every aspect of the vehicle. You can say, hey Google, turn the AC on max.
All right, changing the temperature.
The minimalist design even extends to the start-stop button, of which there is none. All you have to do is open the door to activate the vehicle, turns on the accessories and electronics and the lights and such, then put your foot on the brake, hit the parking button, and that automatically starts the vehicle. And away you go. To stop the car, to turn it off, you simply push the brake, hit the button again, and turn it off. If you forget to do that, the car will automatically turn off if you open the driver's side door. It's literally foolproof, but watch me screw it up. Now, while the interior is minimalist, it's not barren. You'll actually notice all of the inserts here are actually relief maps of a state park in Sweden. It's actually really cool, and you wouldn't notice it until you see it. The drivetrain isn't the only green offering that the C40 has. The entire interior uses a lot of recycled materials. The floor mats, for example, are 100% recycled water bottles, as actually are the seats. Now, this is not real leather. It looks like real leather. It feels like suede, but it's also 100% recycled plastic. It's wild stuff, and I dig it. So don't kill a cow unless you're gonna eat it. Then give me its skin so I can make some boots. Connectivity, it also has 12-volt power source, a USB-C, and a wireless charging dock for your smartphone. There is a whole lot of storage in here. I am surprised. It really helps, apparently, to not have a central drive shaft to have to work around. And there's plenty of headroom. Like, honestly, that's a lot of space for a car. Oh, and also, full glass roof. That's pretty cool. So that does it for our look at the Volvo C40 Recharge. You can check one out today, but not at a Volvo dealer. They're going to be available online only. You can go to a dealership, test drive one, ask them questions, figure out if it really makes sense for you to have one. But you are going to have to order it online because that's how it works now. Stay tuned to Engadget for more car and tech news. Thanks, everybody.